everybody. It's a pleasure to be here. The design concept of the new Huracán. So for the second time, we were asked to dress the V10. So the second generation of our V10. It's a very tough situation. If you think about have the goal to do something better than the Gallardo, one of the most successful supercar, and for Lamborghini, a masterpiece, an iconic car. So we were facing, since the beginning, the doubt to do something evolutive or to change completely. As you can see, we have chosen the second, because it's always dangerous to do a sequel. And in a company as we are working, we are used to face the problem to be asked to do not only a beautiful design, but an iconic design. And I hope this car will be iconic. We decided to keep one eye in our tradition, having the same strong silhouette that was, for example, for the first time used in the Countach. For some point of view, the main concept of the car is, let me say, a little bit more extreme than the Gallardo. We have a very good, a huge continuity in the windscreen and in the front bonnet that is not present in the Gallardo, and this is really close to the old Countach. But since the beginning, we were asked, as Mr. Winkelmann, the president, said before, to follow with the breathing of instinctive technology. And they asked us to visualize also this in the car. For example, you can see very easy that compared with the Gallardo, the side view is much more, let me say, clean. It's polite. For some point of view, it's also sensual. Here, all the functionality of the side view is hidden. So we have the air intakes and oil cooling system created by overlapping of surfaces. We are not emphasizing this element because these are the elements that are giving aggressiveness to the car. And in the Huracán, you will see the aggressiveness is sure in the main architecture, sculpted monobody, very simple but very aggressive, and in the front and in the rear. In the side, we decided to have something much more clean, not complicated. But the goal doing something like this is to remain unique. And we did it following a game that we are playing since years. We have a good history of design. I think, no, sorry, not good. It's huge history of design made by Bertone. Bertone was suffering during some times of hexagonite. He was using hexagon everywhere, and the best example is in the Marzal we have in our history. So we decided to use 6-element side geometrical figures, and you can see a lot of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the element is creating the unicity of the side view. It's a game, let me say, it's a game. We are always playing with this kind of geometrical because this is giving us the possibility to have an identity and to remain attached to a coherent design philosophy. So we did in this way the complete design of the side view, but remaining really aggressive in the front and in the rear. So now I have to describe a little what we did in the front and in the rear. First of all, I have to stop sometimes to speak, it's not okay. Front, long overhand. We have really a lot of distance between the starting of the bonnet and the axle, and this is a part of our DNA. Totally different appearance of the graphics. The eyes are horizontal. If you remember, Gallardo really longitudinal. always using our symbols, the Y-shaped DRL in full LED front lens. The rear. In the rear, Maurizio, we did a lot of job together to avoid movable part in the rear, because this means complexity, this means weight. So we were doing a lot of job together with the technician for weight reduction. And for this reason, we decided to use something really close, the ducktail we call this, really close to the sesto elemento concept. If you remember, all this portion of the car is very similar. And this is adding downforce, but is also for us a beautiful element of design, because we can reduce a lot. We can reduce a lot the size impression. Okay. Now I want to follow the dito. Okay. Thank you. In the front. Let me try to be fast. The front is very trapezoidal. And there are two corners that are very important for me. One is this. You can see it here. I will describe why. So as I said to you before, the aggressiveness of the eyes. Here you can see always a beautiful connection between functionality, jet lines that are creating the front lens. This is not so far away from what we did in the Gallardo, in the Aventador 2. The graphic of the front is created by always the double opening, but today we decided, for this car, we decided to take them connected. This is because we were trying to emphasize the width of the car. So you can see it's always stable, always. The weight is very important for a supercar, for us, and it's a way to add aggressiveness to the car, don't disturbing the eyes with busy design. Okay. This corner, I described it before. This corner for me is very important. You can see a transition between concave and convex surfaces. This is very, very difficult to treat. These are aluminium parts, and we did a strong job together with the technician to have the perfect solution in terms of design and functionality. We have a transition that allowed to us to have a totally different design treatment, a totally different control of the reflection, what we call the liquid reflection. This is sensual. It's a little bit more thinner than main. So, sorry. And I hope you will appreciate also not only performance, but also the beauty of this car.